I posted for 30 days straight here on YouTube, and here is what it actually taught me. Hey there, my name is Lesline, and I am your favorite nurse yogi. If this is your first time clicking on my pretty face, thank you. I am currently doing a 100-day yoga marathon. I've been saying a sprint, but if you're running 100 miles, that's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So anyways, today is day 34 or 35 of posting consistently every day on YouTube. That might be a double negative, but you get where I'm going. And I just wanted to share the ups, the downs, the in-betweens, the why am I doing this? What's going on? I'm not really seeing the growth, but I am, because also I am currently at time of recording at 999 subscribers. If YouTube ain't petty, I don't know what petty is. So I just wanted to share, though, some lessons that I've learned. I also just want to give you motivation. I've gained 30 plus subscribers since doing this every day. So if you do the math, that's like a subscriber a day. But it wasn't like, well, I ain't really good at numbers, y'all. I ain't going front. So, because my husband will be the one that's like the analytical one, I am the visionary. So, if this is your first time clicking on my video, I am a registered nurse with 12 years of healthcare experience, and I'm also a certified yoga instructor with 5 years of teaching experience. I teach here on YouTube, so if you're needing some at-home yoga, I'm your girl. If you're an event planner planning a big conference, some type of big event, and you're looking to do a wellness activation, holla at your girl. All right, now that all of the housekeeping is out of the way, make sure you're also subscribe, because maybe you are going to be my 1,000th subscriber. I would love to know. I don't know. We going to do a in real time, if you will. I don't know, because okay. I digress. So what have I learned? So I told you all that I'm at 999 subscribers. I'm looking down because I have a script. I want to stay on the straight and narrow. I've told you that this is either day 34 or 35 in a row. And this script, the goal was to hit 1,000. The script says the goal wasn't about subscribers. It is. If I'm going to call a thing, I want the vanity metrics, but not in the sense of like, I don't want to go viral, because when you do go viral, I've had friends that go viral, you get any and everybody, trolls and all. And the reason I show up here every single day is because I have a business. I have a wellness business. Lesline Does Wellness, where I show women how to put themselves first through the use of yoga. And I have a 12-week health program that I am currently promoting. So that's why I show up online, because I believe that I have the answer when it comes to helping women with the tools that they need to create sustainable routines, because it's the routines. As you binge, please binge me, because the next milestone is hitting the 4,000 hours of watch time, which we are hitting before the year is over. Before 2026 is over, I will be monetized here on YouTube. Words are powerful. I tell that to my kids all the time. So let's get into, why did I just decide to show up 34 plus days ago? Like, what was going on, right? What was going on was a few things. I had just left my corporate job of 8 years to start a new corporate job, because it was just time. I was feeling really stagnant. Also, I was posting daily over on another app, and there was some weird things going on with the going-ons. You already know, and if you don't, I can tell you. I don't like when people say that, and then you're like, but I don't know. You can ask below if you're inclined. But it was getting weird over there, and I was like, I need to just go back to YouTube. I was scared, if I'm going to be honest with you, to come back over here, because I felt like it was a beast. But I've said this before. This is a beast that I have finally chosen to overcome. I have been reading a little bit of fantasy. If there's any Throne of Glass readers out there, let me know. I'm on book 4 of 7. But Aileen, she a badass. And the beast and the dragons and the demons that she is slaying, it's like the motivation that I need. It's hot, okay, so I'm sweating. Okay, I decided to do it because I was like, all right, that other app, it's cool and all. I've connected with great people and all that stuff, but the one place that ain't going nowhere, that's been here the longest when it comes to social medias, is YouTube. And I'm like, and I've heard, even though I've heard, this is something else. Okay, what I'm about to say, I need to change my chair for a minute. I heard from a creator recently that YouTube is not paying the way that it used to, and I got slightly discouraged because I guess back in the day, YouTube was paying the girlies like real good money, like you could pay off your house and all that stuff, and I love to see that. But I've heard from other apps too that people were able to pay off their house, do all these kinds of things. So when I hear like, oh, YouTube's not paying like it's used to, I get discouraged, but then I reassess. That's the nurse in me, right? And I remember like being in nursing school, for example, and then becoming a nurse, and they're like, oh, you got to do this, or this is going away, we're going to lose our jobs. And if you're like nursing, you've heard about losing your job in nursing every day. And you just have to be focused is what I'm trying to get at. Whenever it comes to, we lost our script. Whenever it comes to a goal that you have to lock in. And I can do a whole separate video about how you lock into a goal. But once you're locked in, like a key, the key cannot move unless you know you pull it out. But once the key is in, the key is in. And no matter what may be crumbling, burning, fire, everything's fine, dog emoji in the fire, I am still gonna stay locked in. And that's what makes me different than you. I'm just gonna call a thing a thing. And so that is my superpower, is the locking in, the consistency, the knowing that I am going to be very successful in life. I already am. And now that I have the tools, it's a wrap. Nothing can bring. Why Wicked? The Wicked song come in my head, but I'm not a singer. Okay, you're here because... Okay, so I told y'all why I decided to come back to YouTube. I'm finally like, it's a beast that I'm choosing to overcome. It is so... My phone is on full bright and I still can't see y'all. Okay, yep, we talked about locking in. Okay, this is the point I want to talk about. I think I made a short about this. Did I? I haven't posted it yet. Okay, so the reason that I am so consistent online, like it's some days I'm like, I don't want to, but I still do, is because I'm consistent with my health. I am consistent with my health, and that's why I'm able to be consistent on social media. The biggest hack of all time is your health, is taking care of your health. When you choose, because it's a choice, right? And you make choices every day to not take care of yourself or to take care of yourself. When you choose to take care of yourself, to actively take care of your health, everything around you changes. And it's not that everything around you changes, it's that you change. And when you change, you are able to navigate the world differently. Okay, rewind that, sit on that, right? So because I'm consistent with my health, with my wellness, also, well, that's separate, but I am able to show up with ease. Not every day is easy, but it's with ease, and the ideas just come. I actually made a note over on another app, and I was like, I got 7 reels in my drafts, and it's not because I don't know if people probably make an assumption of like a few of them I'm like, I don't know if I should post, but I still will. But I am creating like really fast, like especially post-workout, my mind, like the downloads just come. They just come and I can't stop them, and I have to pick up my phone and record. So anyways, social media became an extension of my health discipline, right? Consistency online is easier when consistency already exists in your life. So if you are not consistent in one area of life, so I'm not even though I'm going to say health is the hack, because I'm a nurse, I'm a yoga teacher. So like, but maybe don't pick health, even though, oh gosh, this is off brand, but maybe you pick like your finances. You're like, this year I'm focusing on my financial wellness. That's a thing, because also if your finances are not stable, like a lot of other areas of life every other area of life is affected. Like if you don't got money in the bank, you're going to be not motivated to work out, right? But let's flip that. If you work out and you're eating foods and all these things that you're able to, like you do have the financial, like, Because then people be like, well, some people don't have money to buy healthy food, but there's ways to get these healthy foods. And y'all, see, I be seeing things on the internet, and then I'd be going 5 million ways. But what I'm getting at is when you take care of your health, then you'll figure out ways to create more money. You see, so they work together. I'm in my backyard, and I live like how my backyard is like the houses are one on top of another. So like nobody is home right now, but I'm still like, I hope people don't hear me, but I'm powering through. Dr. Shantae actually has inspired me to like be outside and record even if you think people are hearing you. So this is an exercise for me as well. So what the internet thinks consistency is, I think I have, how many points? I think I have like 5 or 6 points. So this is point 3. So hopefully my phone doesn't burn, like get too hot and turn off. So what the internet, how y'all following along? So what the internet thinks consistency is, they think, it's motivation, perfect strategy, perfect camera setup. And if y'all saw the previous video that I made, and that one I was outside too. Was I outside? Was it that video or was it no, but there was a video I did either a day or 2 ago. I've been posting every day, y'all. So I'm just like, what day is it? I just know I'm supposed to post till 100 days is over. But this camera, I didn't have it. I right now have it on my tripod. I'm recording on my DJI Pocket Osmo 3. And the other day I was holding it, and it was Sunday, so daylight savings time just happened, and it was windy as hell, and I was holding it with my arm. Mind you, I just did arm day yesterday. My arm hurting like hell, and next thing you know, I was like, let me put it down on the table, the DJI. If you're not familiar with this camera, it is very thin. I was being very irresponsible is what I'm getting at. One piece of breeze come, my camera almost collapsed. It almost broke. It almost broke. Anyways, but you see, it broke because I be recording content. What's your excuse, right? So these birds are so loud. I have a bird feeder, so like the birds be coming. Okay, so yeah, you don't need the perfect camera setup. You don't need the perfect strategy. You don't need to wait until you're ready, because journal about that. Like truly, this is the yoga side of me. Journal about when am I going to be ready, and see what comes up. Because I can promise you, you're going to be like, oh shit, I guess I'm never going to be ready. And if you're never going to be ready, life's just going to pass you by. So I didn't wait until I felt confident. I decided to become consistent. So that comes back to what I said in the beginning, is that you make a choice. Everything in life is a choice. You either choose to not do something or you choose to do it. Okay. So point 4, what 30 days actually taught me. So there's 3 lessons within this point 4. Consistency is a nervous system skill. That's point 1. Showing up even when I didn't feel like it. I already told you guys that more than once. Regulating my thoughts about performance. Not spiraling about views, and I need to be better. I'm actually debating deleting the app YouTube. I shouldn't say that in this, because then I'm debating on deleting the app YouTube on my phone, because I have my phone all the time, right? And just having it on my computer. Because oh my God, did I have the crusty? Oh my God. Okay, guys, sorry. Because if I don't have the YouTube app on my phone, then I won't be looking at my views every 5 seconds, because that's not healthy. I'm just being so real with you guys. So, not spiraling about views. Consistency isn't motivation, it's regulation. Lesson 2, action builds confidence. Confidence did not come first for me. Posting repeatedly removed the pressure. Honestly, this camera lens is I need to wipe it, but I don't want to mess up dead plant and everything, right? I know. But this is better. Side note. Once you binge me, you're going to see this white wall. You can be so tired of the white wall. But I got y'all. I bought some artwork and I'm excited to put that, so we ain't going to see no bare walls anymore. But yeah, I removed the pressure, because I'm like, I'm like, my house isn't how everybody else's aesthetic house looks, and this and that. Girl, and I stopped overthinking, right? Lesson 3, the real win was self-trust. The biggest thing I proved was that I could grow a YouTube channel. Holy shit. Yeah, like I can grow something. I've grown plants. Like I have my Scotch bonnet pepper behind me. I've grown children. Like I've grown things. So like I can obviously grow a YouTube channel. I proved that I follow through on things, and that matters the most to me. So when you can prove to yourself that you can do something, and you're here because you do want to grow on YouTube, but I want you to also think of other aspects in your life. So if you're struggling with posting on social media, figure out somewhere else in your life that you need to focus on. And again, I'm going to say, how's your health? Like, are you working out at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes? Try that first and then circle back to coming on social media, and you'll see that it will become easier because your mind is clearer, your body feels better, lighter. The ideas will begin to flow. I don't hear that a lot. A lot of the time, and it's people in the marketing field, obviously, but if you're like, you can chat GPT all day. Hell, this script is chat GPT. Like, I'm calling a thing, but the only reason okay, come on, somebody, it's coming. Chat will only give you what you put. So, like, the input determines the output. The input determines the output. So if you're not inputting, you cannot expect the output to be grand, right? All right. So okay, this is the last point, guys. What you tell someone who wants to start. So this is what I would tell you. Stop waiting. The time is now. Start imperfectly, right? I don't even know how my makeup really looks if I'm being with. Do I got the thing like crust on my lip? I don't know, guys. And then is my makeup running? It is hot as hell. Give yourself a small window of commitment, right? So maybe you're just going to be like, I'm going to do 30 days. I can handle that, right? Because I know 100 days can seem like a lot. If I'm going to be honest with you all, because my husband, he be telling me this. When I tell you we are mirrors, marriage is just a big fat mirror. And I love it, though, to be honest with you. I'm so thankful for the person I have in my life because he said something to me the other day regarding, like, he's like, you're a very intense person. And it's true. Anything in life. I'm like, I'm gonna run a half marathon, and I'm gonna do it in San Francisco. Girl, why didn't you do the half marathons that were locally? Why you gotta go on a plane? I don't know, because I'm intense. Everything is extra with me. I don't know, and that's also why I'm doing this 100 days of YouTube, because I'm trying to figure out another offer, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because there's something within the consistency and my intensity that when I think of the people that I do see successful online, I know that their life is not perfect, and I make sure to follow people that I don't want you to say that you have to be woe is me online, but you're like, listen, life be beating me up too, but I'm gonna show up because I know that there's people that I need to serve, right? Need to help. Oh God. Okay, I thought it died. Cause it is hot. What else do I gotta tell y'all? So yeah, start with 30 days of YouTube or whatever. You don't need to know where something is going before you begin. So you don't need to know where something is going before you begin. I don't know. And that's something, okay, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when I tell you I'm a visionary, I didn't know I was a visionary because I surround myself with really incredible people in my life, specifically women, like, would I tell you? And so I compare, it's human nature. And so when I think of those women, and I'm like, I ain't no visionary, but then I'm like, oh, I guess I am. Now my thing saying the storage is full, but I'm not even... My phone said the storage is full. Oh, God. Okay, we got to wrap this up, guys, because even everything full. Okay. But yeah, like, I was like, I'm going to do 100 days of YouTube. But I didn't, like, write out, okay, if I post 30, so the 100 days of YouTube challenge came from Glow Autonomo. I will always credit a Black woman. I did not just pull this out of my ass. And she suggested doing 100 days of YouTube, at least 30-minute videos because of the compounding, blah, blah, blah. Numbers. Again, numbers, they go out of my head. But I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And so an analytical person would probably do the following. They would be like, okay, in 30 days, I should hit 1,000 subscribers because I'm currently at 930. So that means I have blah, blah. There was no plan, guys. There's no plan. I did, yes, consult chat. And I was like, hey, I want to do this. Give me ideas. And so I do have that chat with like 100 ideas. But then as I'm doing this every day, another idea comes. So I'm like, oh, and I am the source, right? And I consult chat just to refine, but I'm the source. So let's close this out. This is chaotic. So yeah, I'm just grateful, and I really appreciate you for watching. And my commitment is to continue, right? So 1,000 subscribers is exciting, but what I'm actually proud of is that I kept a promise to myself for 30